Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to give you all a detailed tutorial on the photo bowl mango cake that I made for my parents' anniversary. It had to be a long video, so I thought of dividing it into two parts. In this video, I'll show you how you can make your own photo roll box and you can place it in any cake of your choice. So for this, you're going to need some photographs, a foil box, some sellotape and a pair of scissors. First of all, it's very important that your photographs are of the same size. So first I'm going to measure the length of the box that I need according to the photograph. I'm going to leave about 1 cm of space from both the sides. I'm going to mark it here, but I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to leave a little space which is equal to the width of my box, and in this case it is between 1 to 1.5 inches. This extra space will be used to seal the side of the box because we are going to open it from the top. As you can see, our photograph can be easily fit inside the box with 1 cm of space from both the sides. Now I'm going to cut that extra margin along the length of the box from all the corners. This will give me 4 flaps that can be overlapped to seal the side of the box. Our box is almost done, and now since we are going to seal the box from the sides, we need to open it from the top. Because I'm using a foil box, there is an opening by default in the box. I'm just going to open it out. But if you are using any other box or if it doesn't have an opening, you can simply make a cut at any of the sides. Now our box can be opened from the top, so it's time to seal the sides. I'm going to overlap the flaps that I created. I cut one of them because it was too many. I'm using sellotape to tape the sides, and I'm going to tape the bottom as well as the other side so that there's no chance of the box getting opened in between the cake. You just have to make sure that you secure every corner tightly and there are no loose ends. If you want a smooth photo pull, make sure you put in your time in taping all the loose ends. Also, I'm going to tape it from the inside as well because this slight opening interferes with the photographs when they're being pulled out. Once everything is taped together, we can move on to the next step. Now it's time to make an opening so that the photos can be pulled out easily. As you can see, there's no space in our box to pull out the photos. So I'm going to make a cut in the lid so that there's enough space to pull out the photos. I'm going to close the lid to check if the space is enough, but as you can see, it's clearly not. I'm going to cut it again, but make sure it's a small cut. You don't want to cut it a lot. I'm cutting the sides a little so that they don't interfere with the opening and closing of the box. So our box is done and it's time to get to the photo roll. Now for that you need photographs, preferably in the same layout. Like if you're using portrait photographs, make sure or try to make sure that all of them are in portrait mode only. Now I'm going to tape the photographs together from the front and back. Make sure you tape the sides or the edges properly, otherwise they might interfere with the box and it might ruin your special surprise. Okay, so now most people wrap all the photos individually in plastic wraps, but I feel it's absolutely unnecessary to use that much of plastic and put in all that time and effort to wrap all the photos individually. It's plain stupid and I don't do that. So once you've taped all of them together, you can use as many photos as you want. I've used a lot of them over here. You can even use currency notes in place of photographs to make a money roll cake. The method remains the same, but in that case it's essential that you wrap them in plastic wraps. Be careful while taping the photographs together, they should be in the same direction. Since mine was an anniversary cake, I'm going to tape an anniversary tag on the topmost photograph. You can use better quality bigger ones as well, but I didn't have that at hand, so I had to use this one. Now I'm going to tape this at the back of the photograph very nicely, and I'm going to secure it very well because this is what's going to pull your photos out and you don't want to be left with an anniversary tag in your hand. So make sure you tape it well. Also, if you're using a bigger tag, I would suggest you don't tape it at this stage. The reason for this I'm going to tell you when I assemble the cake in the next segment. Now it's time to roll our photographs. Now for that you'll need two things, a straw and a skewer to go inside the straw. This is what will hold your photo roll box in place and will stop it from getting all out at once. So now I'm going to tape the last photograph to the straw, but before that I'm going to cut the straw according to the length of my box. The straw should fit in perfectly and shouldn't be loose at all. As you can see, I've cut the straw according to the box, and now I'm going to tape the last photograph to the straw, photo side up, because that's how we are going to roll our photos. Make sure you secure it nicely and tightly because this will hold your photo roll in place. I know it seems like a lot right now, but that smile when people pull out the photographs make everything worth it, trust me. So now I'm going to start rolling the photographs very tightly. You can use as many photos as you want, it doesn't matter, the steps remain the same. You can use 100 photos if your cake allows, but also that's a lot of work, so it's up to you. I'm going to roll it and roll it and roll it and keep rolling it until I reach the end. Also, very important, don't forget to print your photos on thinner paper that is easily foldable. I am using glossy photo paper and it works fine. It took me a lot of time to roll these photographs. This is 8 times the speed that I actually had. But I wanted to show you the effort that goes behind making these cakes. But as I said before, that happiness is unmatched and absolutely worth it. Once we're done with rolling of the photographs, we can now place it into our photo box. Remember the skewer I had earlier? We're going to use it now. Now this skewer will do 2 things. First, it will make sure that the photo roll stays inside the box and doesn't come off entirely when we pull out a photograph. Also, it will make sure that the box remains fitted inside the cake and doesn't come off entirely. So now I'm going to make a hole on each side where the straw is touching the box so that I can move the skewer inside the straw. Okay, so it's very important that the skewer goes inside the straw and comes out of it, because otherwise there's no point. Once the skewer goes in, our box is almost ready, and I'm going to do the final step now. I'm going to tape the sides of the lid so that our box is nice and secure and our photographs don't get dirty with the frosting. So there you have it, your own photo roll box. You can place it in any cake you want, and I'm going to show you how to do that in my next video, so be sure to check that out. I'll show you how to make a fresh mango cake from scratch. Until then, you can enjoy this gorgeously smooth photo pull. If you want to learn how to assemble your photo roll box into any cake, be sure to check out my next video and press the bell icon so that you can be notified when the video comes out. As you saw, I've put in a lot of effort into the making of this cake, so please give it a thumbs up if you like, and also subscribe to my channel.